Alright, man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me.
The NBA Finals nearing a conclusion as we reach Game 5 right here on EA Sports. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls getting set to match up with the San Antonio Spurs. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at your former team, the Bulls, coming into play. They did what they needed to do on the road in this Finals. And now they come back home with a chance to win it all in front of their home fans.
Oh, this crowd is amped, and this is what you dreamed about growing up. You've got a chance to win the NBA Finals and celebrate on your home floor? Are you kidding me? But it's not going to be easy. They're in for a battle tonight.
Off the mark. Gets it in the left corner. Zach LaVine. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Whoa, what a finish.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Carter to LaVine. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. It down with authority.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Blocked away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Spurs have it. And count the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy. But trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh,
He just blocked that shot out of bounds.
yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Levine. The Spurs have the board. Right now, San Antonio's possession. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Parker into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. To Parker. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Cruises inside for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Chicago with the possession. Levine to Parker. Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a spur. It'll stay with Chicago. Parker. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. To Zach LaVine. Parker, deep left corner. To Markkanen. That misses with 2 seconds to go. We're through one quarter here in game number 5, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Chicago possession. Parker to Markkanen. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot for Markkanen. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
And finishes strong.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Problem City.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Levine. To Wendell Carter. Shot from in close, no good.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
And breaks it up. Bulls with the rock. Levine. Slams it down.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It'll remain San Antonio basketball. The jumper's off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
The 7th pick overall, Larry Marketing had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even Executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Parker with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Markkanen for three. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Spurs have built a comfortable lead, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets for the San Antonio Spurs. The Bulls have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Field goals. the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Markkanen was inefficient in the first half. He kept trying his luck from distance, but more often than not, he was just unlucky. He missed quite a few threes. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Levine. Screen coming. Levine over to the right side. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. It's Carter with the rebound. Markkanen to Zach Levine. DeRozan. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Markkanen to Levine. Parker. They need something to go down. It's no good. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Parker. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Aldridge. Not that time.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Parker. To Wendell Carter. And a throwdown.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Short jumper stays out. Spurs in possession. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
From long range, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
20-footer at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Spurs way out in front. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Markkanen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Not today.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a P&R, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal 3s in the bank.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Bulls with the basketball. Carter to Markkanen. LaVine to Parker. Jabari Parker. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And there's certain players that when you look at them, you say, just something seems slightly off. But it finally seems like Jabari Parker is rounding back into form. Just remember a couple of years ago, he was averaging 20 points per night.
LaVine to Parker. Curling inside. Oh, emphatic slam.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Count the basket at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
LaVine to Markkanen. Parker. knocks down the three-pointer.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw is good. It's a three-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Parker. To Markkanen. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Trying to cash in. The shot almost. It's the Spurs who are victorious. They've claimed their third consecutive NBA title and fourth in the last 5 years. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Spurs got themselves a win here today. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense. And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. The Bulls couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Chicago Bulls lost this game on the scoreboard, obviously, but they really lost this game by not being physical enough. Again and again, they allowed the ball to get inside, and once it was there, it was getting scored. A lot.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.